Alright. Excuse me if my voice is a little hoarse. I just got back from the St. John Sea Dogs game. They just won the Memorial Cup. Yeah! Time for a beer. So I'm going to bring you the second of two beers that Moosehead produces for the government in New Brunswick's liquor stores. This one's called Selection Light. One thing I just noticed between reviews of the lager and this one is that they actually have a website for this particular beer. Yeah, that kind of boggles my mind a little, considering they would actually put that kind of thought and attention to what's basically a generic beer. But it actually does provide some pretty neat information regarding this type of beer. Let's see, the product story. Presenting Selection Lager and Selection Light. Two unique and exciting new products available at your local ANBL store. Alcohol New Brunswick liquor store. ANBL, whatever. What makes a Selection Lager and Selection Light unique? For starters, they are the first private label beer brands to be developed by a Canadian liquor board. Our motivation to give you a premium lager at an everyday low price. It's lager brewed for New Brunswickers by New Brunswickers, a lager you and we can be proud of. We took our time in creating Selection Lager and Selection Light. Yeah, right. Extensive experimentation with top quality ingredients, sourced from around the world, what finally yielded the perfect recipe. The result is two crisp, fresh, light to medium bodied lagers with a subtle aftertaste. You're sure to find as pleasing as the low price. But don't just take our word for it. Experience these exceptional lagers for yourself. Make your selection. New Brunswick, choose Selection Lager and Selection Light. Alright. So, there's actually another page right here, so you can actually see what they use for ingredients, which is kind of neat. So it says the malt is produced from 100% Western Canadian barley. Both lagers have a higher color than typical lagers, ales, a lighter color, because they maintain lower malt ratio and use less black malt. Funny part about that is that the black malt, darker malts typically have more flavor. The quality hops sourced from the world's top growing areas, including the United States, Europe, and New Zealand. It says here that they use two different hops for flavor, and it is Nuggets and Hallertau. Now, Nuggets is a North American breed of hop, and Hallertau is a noble hop from Germany, that's the Bavarian region. So, what New Zealand hop? The hop bitters in both lagers are lower than typical lager, gaining distinct, subtle finish that no one will enjoy, or everyone will enjoy. Especially the New Zealand hop is used. That gives it the alluring aroma that's most spicy and grassy. Well, we'll have to take a look at that. Fermentation temperature for selection is slightly higher than other lagers. So they skimped on refrigeration, bringing out for free and floral aromas. Well, whatever. Yeah, so they provide this type of beer cheaper. I think it's $18.67 for a 12 pack of cans. It's not available in any other size. Is that good? Once again, I'll New Brunswick represent with my bicentennial mug. Let's crack it open and take a look. Wow, that's clear. Does provide a bit of foamy head. Spilling it over the side by accident, whatever. Color-wise, golden straw, perhaps a little bit darker. Kind of looks like that, like Moose Light lime. Maybe it's based on Moose Light or something. It is brewed by Moosehead for the government of New Brunswick. The head actually seems to be sticking around, and I can smell it from a decent distance away. Smell-wise, the smells are fainter, but otherwise similar to the lager. They're faint to the point where they just smell like a coin, like coin in the mouth, like copper coin kind of smell. Perhaps a little bit of pininess to it. Still fairly faint. I'm actually somewhat impressed by the light to see that the head's sticking around a decent amount. Look, a couple minutes after I poured it, and she's still sitting at one finger head. Let's give it a taste. Yeah. Well, the hop bitterness kind of gives it a sour kind of taste in the back of the mouth. Half leaning towards maybe it's a bad can, but I'll be the judge of that. Otherwise, there's really maybe some toasted grain tastes in the back of the mouth, but mostly it's just that sourness. Very similar in taste to the lager, but much lighter body. It's a 4% ABV beer. It's not an inoffensive beer, but it's nothing special. I think that's probably how it's supposed to taste, to be honest. Like touches of adjuncts like rice and stuff. One thing I think I read on one of the sites is that they brewed it as a lighter beer, and then to bump basically to bump up the alcohol content, they used corn syrup and fermented that too in order to boost the alcohol levels. I would say that the lager is light enough to drink, and you get more alcohol content. So if you're really drinking a crap beer like this to begin with, just because you want to get drunk, I would say avoid the light, because the lager is just as light and refreshing and provides a higher alcohol content. That's really what you're after. As for refreshing, and you don't care about the price, I would say that even Moosehead Light provides a better flavor. Perhaps even Blue. Blue would probably provide a better flavor if it hadn't claimed to be a Pilsner when it isn't. This beer is a meh. I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5. It's okay, but not something I'd want to get again. Whatever. 2 out of 5.